Hey, all you elite explorers out there, Anomaly John 173 here. We have updates on No Man's Sky. Expedition 20 Breach is now out. I'm really surprised it came out this soon, but that is so awesome. Hello Games is such a great company, aren't they? They do games the way people should do games, the way companies should do games. They're awesome. I'm not going to have time to jump into the expedition until probably tonight, but I wanted to get something out real quick and just give you a highlight of what's in the expedition and also some of the particular bug fixes that I saw that at least affect me and probably a lot of you as well. So Expedition 20 Breach is out. Leaning into the thrill of custom ship assembly, spacewalking, skydiving, some community efforts going on. Definitely a Halloween, more scary kind of feel to it. Desolate, abandoned universes. You can now go out and you can find and scrap or scavenge corvette ships that are out in deep space. It actually wants you to get out of your ship and spacewalk, like you see here in the example. This could be really, really interesting. And the whole 3D immersion that this is going to add is just going to be awesome, especially if, like me, you want to play around with playing with your HUD actually disabled. So this looks really interesting. You're going to have Atlas-specific modules for your Corvette that they're adding. Very cool. Darker side of the universe, ominous and exotic activities you'll be doing in some of those purple star systems. Deep abyssal oceans, unearthly entities, volatile gas giants, some of the things we've been seeing in the purple systems before. It'll be interesting to see what they add specific to the expedition. The whole space wreckage. Here's another example of jumping out of your Corvette and doing some spacewalking to scavenge some of the space wreckage that you come across and get some of the new Corvette module parts. Here's an example of some of the new module parts that are out. Some landing gear, some connectors, some additional thrusters and rockets. Looks like some weapons. Very interesting, very interesting. They also talk about more and better vertical support for building your Corvette up vertically. So that could be really cool. Here's some examples that they show with some of the new modules on. Lots of quality of life improvements. Probably the biggest one, which they highlight here, is now the options to apply color and or material to your entire Corvette instead of having to do it one piece at a time. Thank you. Thank you, Hello Games. New rewards for the expedition, posters, some specific parts that you can only get, it looks like, as part of the expedition. Aerons, power shields, some Atlas specific. That's awesome. Very cool. Some new trails. So lots of improvements to Corvette visuals. The expedition itself taking more advantage of what you, at least what they want you to do with your Corvette, building, customizing, using it to go out and explore, which we love to do as elite explorers, right? Great visual, great visual. Plushes, yep, plushes. Community spotlight, yeah. Here's some great examples of some Corvettes you all have probably seen on Reddit, various other places. Let me jump down and show just a few of the release note patch fixes that they have in place here. Let me find the ones that I highlighted. Fixed an issue that could cause water to behave erratically when teleporting from a Corvette into water. I've definitely had that issue happen. Fixed an issue that caused newly assembled Corvettes to appear at the wrong scale if near another Corvette. Improve the placement of Corvette class ships when teleporting to a settlement with a Corvette as the primary ship. I've had problems with the Corvette being my primary ship when I go to a base. The placement of the Corvette sometimes is really weird, like right in the middle of a base building, inside and outside. Fixed an issue that caused refiners to reset their requested output value to the maximum when refining was started. There's always been some challenges with refiners and leaving them running while you go off and do things. There's been a lot of posts about ways to hopefully fix it. Maybe this is going to help some of those strange refiner issues where things get reset or you lose your output. Fixed an issue that prevented the personal refiner from automatically starting when an input substance was inserted from the inventory screen. I have not seen that error. I don't really use the personal refiner on most of my builds, most of my saves, but that definitely would be a problem that hopefully is fixed. Fixed an issue that could prevent the Corvette assembly tutorial from starting in abandoned star systems. I assume that means abandoned star systems, not abandoned mode saves. Fixed an issue that could cause exosuit upgrade stations to lose interaction prompt after a single use, especially in abandoned mode. I have absolutely seen that. You go to a abandoned station when you're in an abandoned mode save, and you do your first exosuit inventory upgrade, and then you've got additional upgrades, but it doesn't prompt you to use them. Definitely seen that many times. I'm glad that's fixed. Improve the appearance of Corvette modules when viewed from a distance. I have seen some things there, and I didn't know if it was my graphic settings or the game. Sounds like it might be the game. Not a big deal, but looking better means looking better. And then finally, in the stability and performance area, fix some crash issues, some hang issues. I have not seen those myself. Definitely here. Implemented a number of lighting optimizations to improve performance. Awesome. Implemented a number of optimizations and performance improvements on Nintendo Switch, if you're a Switch player. And then this one for sure, implemented a number of engine optimizations to improve performance, especially when rendering complex objects such as corvettes. So, good deal. Good deal. All right, so lots of patch notes, bug fixes. Expedition 20 Breach looks really fun and interesting. Looks like it's going to help us take even more advantage of what the Corvette offers. Very cool. Thank you, Hello Games. Hope you all get a chance to play soon. I'm not going to be able to play until probably tonight, but I wanted to get something out for you really quick so you can kind of see what's coming. Hope you have a chance to play soon. Hey, have fun out there.